Alrighty, everybody, it's time to continue on. My weekly Minecraft chill stream starts right now. Very nice. So the first thing that I want to say is thanks to all of you who have helped me with some of these tremendous projects that I've been doing over, the past several months. In particular, in response to the top contributors who have requested some cool things. I mean, look how different everything looks now. We got a garage next to here. We've got look at that. A pond with a bar, right? It looks pretty neat. Now, right now there's not a lot down there. I don't even know realistically what to put down there. In order to make it look like a bar, from what I'm understanding, you can't make like glasses, you can't make buckets, you can't really make a lot of stuff in the game that would be too useful in order to make it look like a bar. So I guess for now we're gonna leave that on hiatus. But since it just started raining, what I think we'll do is we'll toss a bunch of components into over here. Just toss a bunch of shit over here. Get it out of my inventory for now. Okay. Holy shit, there's lightning now. That's pretty crazy. Well, I can't. Alright. Let's get this equipped, and we're gonna do some fishing. That lightning was loud as hell, man. Oh wow, did it strike nearby? I wonder if the lightning struck nearby. By the way, I forgot that I put the gate here so I can get to the mine easily if I want to. Let's do some fishing. Let's do a little bit of fishing during the rainstorm, and then what we're going to do is see if we can brainstorm anything else I could do with that bar over in the pond. And then if nothing, then we're going to actually start the next big project, which is going to be a statue of my cat, Jasper, which was requested by the top contributor of last week's Spawn Killer. So good stuff. We'll see what happens in the next, 10, 20 minutes. So shout out to Timbo Slice for Cheers. If anyone wants to know how smart your haters are, look. Oh, he says, look at how people are calling me Dave like it's a second name for Phil and thinking that that's any impact or is an insult. I mean, yeah, in reality, a lot of the memes and things on the internet have no logical connection and aren't even insulting nor funny. They're just this weird, what would you call it? When a bunch of people recognize something at once and they get a feeling of familiarity with it or belonging because they understand that, recognize that thing together, they get this weird feeling of like camaraderie and being a part of something bigger. And because they feel like that, it now becomes something that's like popular and something that's repeated ad nauseum, right? And sometimes those things are silly. You see a meme of a funny picture and you're like, oh, I get that meme, But then you see like people call me Dave and it's like, it's not insulting to Phil. It's not funny. It really doesn't make any sense at all. Why would anyone call Phil Dave? And then, yeah, but the thing is, there was no sense to it. There's no logic to it. It's just a bunch of brainless idiots. It really is. It's brainless people who have this mass recognition of something the same. It doesn't even matter if it makes sense or is funny or insulting or whatever. As long as it's something they all recognize and they all could say, oh, I get that. Everyone calls Phil Dave. All of a sudden, it becomes this meme on the internet. That's the stupid part of memes. I think memes can obviously be used for pretty funny purposes. They can be used for useful purposes. And then there's just stupidity behind memes. And that's one of the things I think memes are one of the dumbest things you can do with them. So, okay. So let's see. Sweet Roll tipped me $1. He says, you do realize if you don't care about people calling you Dave, detractors would eventually stop using that to trigger you. Just let it happen. The thing is, it doesn't trigger me at all. I don't mind people calling me Dave. I don't care. You want to know the truth? My dad's name is Dave. So why would I care if you call me Dave or not? It's not a bad name. It's not even, like I said, it's not insulting at all. I actually said this right before I started recording today. I said, Dave is a million times better than some of the things that I've been called over the years. So go ahead and call me a normal name Dave rather than an insult, and I'll take Dave 9 times out of 10. I don't care. Go right ahead. The thing is, it doesn't matter if it's insulting or even if I bring it up. They do it just because it's their own thing. It's their thing they made up on the outside of my streams and my productive and positive content. It's something in their negative circles that they made up to be a part of their content, and they get a laugh and a snicker out of it, even though it's the stupidest fucking thing. So, I guess more power to them. Let them continue to do it. It doesn't bother me at all. Survive Sweet Treat did a 100-bit cheer and said, what do you think about Freddy Prizes shitting on Star Wars? Huh? Freddy Prizes? Who is Freddy Prizes? I don't know who that is. Freddy Prizes. Never heard of him. Well, thank you for the cheer anyway, Survive Street. Sour Patchy cheered and said they call you Dave because it triggers you. I think the reaction is what they like. But it doesn't trigger me. Like I just said, like, I don't care. To me, when people ask me about Dave and stuff like that, and they're like, why do people call you Dave? I'm like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I can't answer you why they would continue to do it. We know the origin. The origin is that it was almost 2 years ago. I believe it was the fall of 2017. Someone on a stream was contributing and called me Dave. And I responded, I was like, well, my name's not Dave, but I appreciate the contribution. And then a bunch of people were like jokingly also calling me Dave on said stream. And the joke died out within a couple days. And then all of a sudden, people started telling me that people were calling me Dave on detractor streams and illegal rebroadcaster streams and stuff like that, even though I had nothing to do with it. So I don't know how you think that triggers me. Again, see what I mean? Like, it's really not, it's not that it triggers me, it's that in their weird, isolated circles, they have this weird group kind of understanding that calling me Dave triggers me when it doesn't. You know, like this is just in their heads. They got this weird brainwashing going on that certain things are what they're really not. And it's weird. It's fucking weird to me. You know? Mr. Barbavero just cheered. And he said, I have a suggestion to add something to the pond. It requires glass cactus and going to the ocean to get sea pickles. You dye glass green with cactus, turn the glass to panes, and stack 2 panes. Hold on. On top of each other, somewhere in the water of the pond. Glass panes by itself and not connected to anything will look like glass rods. Putting a sea pickle on top, it will look like a cattail plant. Oh, really? I mean, that sounds interesting. And I think it may be something that I would want to add in the long term. I don't know if I want to do that now because that means I would have to completely forget about all the stuff I'm working on to go to the ocean and try to find a sea pickle, which I don't know what the hell a sea pickle even looks like. I would have to find a cactus, which I don't believe... Did I ever even find a cactus? I think I did find a desert biome at one point, and I did get a cactus sample. So maybe there's like a single piece of cactus somewhere in my storage back, you know, at my home base. But I don't actually think that, like, I definitely don't have a sea pickle in inventory. Or maybe I do. Did I ever find a sea pickle? I'm trying to think now. But yeah, essentially, that would basically be, like, a lot of distraction. A lot of, like, going outside of my way of the stuff that I want to do something that would very minimally add to the pond, I think. If I were a master Minecrafter and I knew exactly how to get that stuff really quickly... Maybe I would say this is a good idea, but you know me, I'm very basic. I don't know shit. So, okay. Survive Sweet Treat did a 100-bit cheer and said, love that Joker. I love that Joker. That sounds like a reference to, wasn't that from, the Batman movie, the Tim Burton Batman movie? They got the commercials running, and it's like supposed to be like a faux commercial about the Joker because he's advertising home products that I guess were killing people or something because he poisoned them. And they go, "Oh, I love that Joker." It sounds like a quote from that. But anyway, thank you for the cheer. Spawn Killer tipped me $1 and said Freddie Prinze was talking shit about Star Wars fans. It was priceless. What? Why would Freddie Prinze Jr. talk shit about Star Wars fans? What the hell does he have to do with Star Wars? And what was Star Wars fans... What are Star Wars fans saying that's pissing off Freddie Prinze Jr.? Now that's a weird one. I didn't hear about that before. Okay. Let me go ahead and... Oh, shit. I can't fish and update the leaderboard at the same time. It's too complicated for a simple human like me. I fuck everything up. 2 actions at once. That's like rubbing your stomach and your head at the same time, or like walking while doing something or reading a book or something. I can't do it. Froggins just cheered and said, "You seem like you have a passion for food when you talk about it. You think when streaming has run its course, your next job will be in the culinary industry. Considering that I have holy shit, that was cool. Considering that I have absolutely no experience whatsoever in the culinary industry, I'll never be able to afford formal training, nor will I ever be able to get enough life experience to be good at it." The answer is probably no. Like I told you guys, one of the ideas that I had that I wanted to do in my life at one point was save up enough money from my YouTube days back in the day when I used to make money on YouTube to open my own business. And one of the things I was considering was some kind of a restaurant. I don't know what it would have been, if it would have been like a chain restaurant, if it would have been like a local restaurant, or my own business that I completely invented myself. But that probably would have been like my culinary experience as being an owner of a restaurant and then relying on the expertise of the people who I hired to run said restaurant to do the right things, because I don't know much about it. But do I like food? Yes. Do I like talking about food? Sure. Do I like eating food? Yes. Do I like cooking food? To some extent, I'm a terrible cook, but I like when Kat cooks and we can talk about stuff like that. But I do not whatsoever have any kind of experience in food, nor will I ever tell you that I do. I don't know jack, okay? Okay. Then I got a $5 tip from someone who is trying to troll and direct the stream towards negativity, which I'm not going to do. So thank you for the $5 tip. Sadly, I'm not even going to put you on the leaderboard because that's not how we roll. You already know that it's against the rules to be referencing that kind of crap. Your name is an insult. That is a known detractor meme. So enjoy my ignoring you. Mr. Lark did 100-bit cheer and said, I watched Joker last week. Better than The Dark Knight, in my opinion. Give it a chance to watch it. Oh, I would love to watch it. I'm not going to ever have a really chance to watch it anytime soon because I have no money and I don't have time. Maybe eventually if it becomes like on Netflix or whatever, I'll give it a look. But that's the deal. Lord Bathwater tipped me another $1. So I think people would really like to see you play Oblivion. Your old playthrough was funny. I think it would be a fun, chill stream. Either that and or Skyrim, and you could take alternate routes from your last playthrough. Well, Skyrim, I don't think it's even possible, really, besides that one major choice between the Stormcloaks and the Empire, which I only was made aware of recently when someone brought this up on a stream. I don't know what other choices I could do, because I literally did every single major plotline in the game. I did every faction, everything that there was to do. You know what I mean? Like, all the major stuff was taken care of in my Skyrim playthrough. That's why it was one of my longest playthroughs of all time. In fact, for many years, it was my longest playthrough of all time until I played Persona 5. So, I don't know alternate choices, what I would even do. When it comes to Oblivion, I don't even remember that playthrough. I only played it for, what, 2 sessions? And then people got bored of it, and I stopped playing it, essentially. And then, if you remember, I moved, and when I moved across the country, the whole thing kind of got screwed up. Because I changed PCs, and it wasn't until like a year later that I realized that I had uploaded the save files to the cloud, and I more than likely would be able to continue the game if I felt like it. Which would be cool. But I don't even remember what I was doing in Oblivion. Like, I don't know how I could do alternate choices when I have no recollection of what was going on in the game. You know what I mean? So I would probably just start that right over and just play it cold turkey because I don't remember what I did last time. Thank you. We're up to $11 in tips tonight. AWC, great. Just subscribe to the channel. Thank you, AWC, great. I appreciate that. Survive Sweet Treat did 100. What the fuck? Survive Sweet Treat did 100-bit cheer and said, I am smug with my love of Star Wars. You're smug with love, huh? Danny Chudigan said, can I buy you and your lady movie tickets? Oh, God. Whoa! Rise from your grave. The thing is, Survive Sweet Treat, it's not really a matter of that either. It's that we just don't have a lot of time. Like, once a week, Kat and I get to go out and do stuff. So, and most of the time, we're running around. For example, I'm not even kidding you. This coming Tuesday, our one day off of the week, we have 3 appointments. 3 appointments that we have to make in one day. So we're going to be driving constantly. See what I mean? And that's how it's almost always is. We almost never get a day where, like, we have time to just do whatever we want. It's more like, well, we have all these set things we have to do in a short period of time. So boom, 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 boom. And then in between, we try to cram in fun stuff that we want to do because we have time between the stuff. But that's kind of how it always is. So, yeah, that's the deal. Like, even if I wanted to see Joker, I wouldn't have time to see it. In addition, I know Kat doesn't want to see it. She's not into the comic book movie stuff. So if we were to go see a movie, it wouldn't be the Joker. But I do appreciate your offer of movie tickets. However, it ain't going to happen right now. Like I said, more than likely, if and when it finally gets on Netflix or something and I can watch it for free one night, I'll probably just get a viewing in there. I haven't even seen Avengers Endgame yet, so I don't even know. It's hilarious because I kind of know some of the plot, but not all of it. And people are like, oh, it's so crazy with all the alternate timelines and all this. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I didn't see it yet. Is Jasper scared of lightning? When it was thunder and lightning that one random night that we had it here, he wasn't necessarily scared. He was intrigued. He had no idea what was going on. He was staring out the window, and he was then, he would run when he heard the thunder come down. He would go, oh, and he would jump, and he would run away, and he would run around the house. So it was pretty... By the way, Nihilistic Goldfish Pier, if you guys don't remember, that was the first thing that we ever named in the game was Nihilistic Goldfish Pier. Nihilistic Goldfish was the first top contributor. Way back when, which was over 2 months ago now, right? I still see him on streams from time to time, but he's not here tonight, which is sad. It would have been nice to give some homage and say, thank you for being the first person to contribute and get something named after you, right? Pretty cool. All right. So anyway, let's see here. Survive Sweet Treat did 100-bit cheers. Are you going to have a proper Thanksgiving? We don't know. Last year we wanted to, and we couldn't necessarily do, like Kat wanted to cook a turkey in the oven and everything, and we couldn't. She had to work. More than likely, she's going to have to work again this year. So what we may do is if she can get a day off that week, maybe we'll have a Thanksgiving dinner that's not on Thanksgiving, but a Thanksgiving dinner that's like earlier on in the week that we can have a real meal. But we won't know because she doesn't get her work schedule until like 2-3 weeks before. So once we get an actual idea of when she's working, then we can look and see if we can actually do a proper Thanksgiving dinner or not. So, appointments tipped me $1 and said, here's the joke. Pizza, Supercuts, Wendy's. First of all, a pizza appointment, why would you have to meet somewhere for pizza? Why would you have to meet Wendy's? I mean, at least Supercuts makes sense, except that Supercuts, you don't need to make an appointment. You can just walk in and get a haircut, and we go to a different place where you have to make appointments. But pizza and Wendy's doesn't even make sense. You could have done much better than that. That's really pathetic. But anyway, no, it's nothing like that at all. Sadly, it's serious stuff. Serious appointments and stuff that we got to do. So, it's not rushing around to eat fucking fast food. All right. Thank you for the tip. Survive Sweet Treat now cheered again and said, as a contributor, I'd like to think you have a happy holiday. I would hope so. I would hope that we end up having some time. Last year, what we did, knowing that Kat had to work, we went to, well, in reality, my parents helped us out with this because, as you know, we haven't had a lot of money. OmahaSteaks.com had a special Thanksgiving spread that they were doing at a big discounted rate. And we talked to my parents about it, and they said that they would order it for us for like a Thanksgiving treat. So it was a roast of turkey. It was, what was it? It was a bunch of sides. There was one that was sweet potatoes, and she really liked sweet potatoes, so that was good. There was one that was like green bean casserole, and then there was like some kind of tarts, these like apple caramel strudel tarts or something, that as a dessert. So it was a pretty good spread, and we bought cranberry sauce. So we had cranberries, green beans, and stuffing also. There was a thing of stuffing. So there was a good amount of food, and she made it before she had to go to work for freaking Thanksgiving. So we had a nice Thanksgiving dinner. So it was good. It wasn't, I could roast a whole turkey in the oven all day because she couldn't be home all day. But we still had a nice Thanksgiving dinner. We're hoping that we can do something like that again this year. I guess we'll find out. Well, holy crap, ladies and gentlemen, someone named Jeffrey just tipped me $200. I know it's early, but I think we may have found the top contributor for the night. I'm just saying, it may be pretty tough to top a $200 tip tonight as the top contribution. So thank you very much to Jeffrey, whoever you may be. So Jeffrey, I don't even know if you're aware of this, but the way we do it with my Minecraft streams is the top contributor on every Minecraft stream gets to choose something in the game world, and you get to either choose something to be named after you or named in your honor. It doesn't have to be Jeffrey. It could be named something in my game world, a name that you'd like. Or, you can actually request that I do like a building project in your honor. As long as it's nothing too insanely complicated or ridiculously unrealistic, I would consider doing it. And the things we're going to be working on today, like the statue of my cat Jasper, is actually, I screwed this up. It's $200, not $100. Holy shit. That would actually be something that, like, if let's say you wanted to do a house or a statue or something, I would do it for you. Okay? So thank you. I mean, holy shit. Insanely generous contribution. Thank you very, very, very much for that. Jeffrey, think about what you may want to do on the stream tonight. Okay, as we're playing, I'm going to be working on finishing this up, or maybe the Jasper statue more than likely. And then once that's done, you know, at the end of the night, I'm going to ask you. The thing is, Jeffrey, I don't know your name, or in real life. Like, I first of all, don't tell anyone, and I mean this. Don't tell anyone in the stream chat. If you are in the stream right now, don't say a word. Don't say, oh, that was me. Because just to forewarn you, people who do large contributions on my streams get harassed by people because they do it. So don't announce it's you. But what you could do is you could email me at darksidephil@hotmail.com. Once my email updates, I'm going to get to see that it was you who sent me this tip. And you'll be able to contact me via email and say, oh, look, it's me. It's the same email address that I tipped you with via PayPal. And I'd like this done in the game or whatever, okay? So there you go. All right, FYI. And unless someone beats you, am I foreseeing someone beating you as a tipper tonight? No. I'm not foreseeing someone beating a $200 tip tonight. So we'll see what happens, but maybe by some miracle, someone will actually beat the $200 tip tonight. But FYI, it looks like right now we got a clear leader with contributions tonight. So thank you very much to Jeffrey, whoever you may be. Mr. Papavera cheered and said another idea for some Halloween. If you can grow a lot of pumpkins, you can grow enough for every house in the village and use shears on them to make carved pumpkins. Put a torch in them and put them by the doors. You can also make scarecrows with the carved pumpkins and crafting armor stands and any junk leather armor that you fish up. Sounds interesting. Sounds like an interesting idea. Being that I have so many projects to work on, today's what? See, today's already the 13th of October. Today we got to work on the Jasper statue. We got to see what Jeffrey would like, or if someone else becomes the top contributor tonight, what they want. I don't know if we're going to be able to work on jack-o'-lanterns, unless maybe someone's like, oh yeah, work on the jack-o'-lanterns. That's a good idea. Then maybe that's what we could do. So what did we get? We got, what the hell? Blast protection, feather falling, thorns, and knockback. What a hell of an enchantment book that is. The Bane of Arthropods, that's completely worthless. Ugh. Bane of Arthropods sucks ass. That is a complete waste of time. Let me find a box that already has the fish in them so I can combine them. There we go. Put all that shit in there. Oh, wait, that was a cooked fish. Put those back. I need those to eat. Oops. I wanted to put the raw stuff away, not the cooked. I can put these name tag. I'm done. Oh, this is already full. Is there anything here I need to take right now? I don't think so, right? I don't think there's anything I need. I'm going to have to look at how much cobblestone I have to work on this statue. Which means I may need a lot of these pickaxes soon to go cut cobblestone. Grab some of these for now. Lily pads I can put away now. Unbreaking 3 mending and lure fishing rod. That's pretty good. Okay. Another Unbreaking 3 fishing rod, which is great. Unbreaking 3 is really good. Okay, put that away. So I got one of my pickaxes. Where's the other one? Remember I had 2? Here's the other one. Is there anything else I need right now? I'm just trying to look. Anything else I absolutely need at this moment? Or can I leave a lot of this stuff here? I guess I could put the wood away. I don't need the smooth stone slabs. There's no room for it, though. I really need to sort this shit. Because I've just been dropping shit for weeks and weeks randomly into these fucking chests. Okay, I don't even need the oak fence, right? I don't need any of that. Actually, you know what? I'll take that with me. Only reason being, if I do make the statue, I probably will want a nice fence around it. And I have oak fence pieces, so why not just use those, right? Put this away for now. I got food. I think I got almost everything I need. I'll need my bow. How much cobble do I have? Not a lot, right? Cobblestone? None here. None here. I have 64 cookies. Haha. Tasty cookies. No signs? I have a lot of name tags, but no signs, huh? I might have used up all my signs. I might have to make some more later. Because I'm going to name it Jasper. I got to actually name it Jasper, right? With a sign. Oh, here we go. There's some cobble. No cobble. I hear a spider is probably below us in that stupid cave. Nah. Looks like I gotta sleep soon. 64 more cobble. 64 more cobble, right? Put this up here. And I could probably use that to build a bunch of stuff. I think I'm gonna need slabs. From looking at what Mr. Papavera sent me, I think I'm gonna need slabs. And I'm gonna need stairs. I'm gonna need various items. So there's the boat. I thought I had 2 boats. I thought I had 2 boats. I don't know what happened to the other one. Unless I just tossed it random. Ah, here it is. There we go. Because I want to say I always want to have a backup boat. And I should always take torches. Torches are pretty important. Alright, let's sleep. And then we'll take a look at the pond for a finishing touch. See if there's anything we can do for finishing touches. And then we'll probably figure out what I want to do with this Jasper statue, right? Alright, let's see here. So AW Great tipped me $5. Said praise the statue of Jasper instead of praise the sun. Like in Dark Souls. I don't know if you know what I'm referring to. Yes, praise the sun. Of course I know. The Sun Bros. So we're going to praise Jasper instead. Jasper will be what's praised. That's that's interesting. Jasper will be what's praised. Sounds good. Okay. Unlimited Froggins cheered and said maybe instead of a traditional sub goal for October, maybe you could do something special if the sub count stays above a certain number for the rest of the month. I wouldn't even know what to do. I'm going to be so busy with new releases within a week. It's going to be pretty crazy. Plus, quite frankly, I think that subs are going to dip again because I think there were a bunch of people who subbed during September that they're going to dip again. So, just saying. I think let's do a sub goal in November. I know what the sub goal will be. It's going to be a good one. I think we're going to be okay. I don't think we need one for this month. Survive Sweet Treat just did 100-bit cheer side. Donated more. Fuck Jeffrey. Well, Survive Sweet Treat, indeed. I believe you have contributed more over the last few days on streams if you add up all the stuff you've contributed. But the way it works with these streams is the biggest one-off contribution. So a $200 tip, boom, humongous. Obviously, that's the biggest contribution of the night. Unless you beat it in one fell swoop, it's going to stay the top contribution. Okay? An anonymous dollar tipper says, I don't understand people that donate money, but then they call you names and say shit about your family. What moronic people. I find it hilarious. You know? I'll be very honest. I think what they think it is they think that they're going to do that, and I'm going to address it to give them attention, which a lot of the times when they tip me like $1 or whatever, I don't address it at all. I completely ignore it. So they send me money and get absolutely nothing out of it. Or if they happen to tip bigger than $1 to get the pop-up on stream or whatever, sometimes I'll gloss over it. Sometimes I won't. But they think they're going to get their money back. They almost never do. It's a very, very rare occurrence when they end up getting their money back for something like that. And in reality, the one time ever that it really did negatively affect me a big time was when someone actually committed fraud with a credit card. They tipped me a bunch of money within a day, like hundreds and hundreds of dollars, and then come to find out it was a stolen credit card, and PayPal, of course, had to give all that back. What are you going to do, right? So that's fine. But outside of that, they think that they're going to get away with shit, and they never get away with it. And then they look so fucking stupid because they lost money on tipping me to insult me, and then they get nothing out of it. It's really fucking dumb. Okay. Oh, we're not done yet. Holy shit. Dude, a lot of people are contributing. Thank you guys for this tonight. Poke Awesome 26 to subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Poke Awesome, for the sub. Survive Sweet Treat just cheered. 100 bits. He says, there's so much fun in your mouth, it looks like your teeth are melting. Where are these quotes coming from? Thank you for the cheer. Mr. Lark now cheered. I said, besides Minecraft, have you tried other survival games like RimWorld or Kenshi? Those are some of the best I've seen. No. In fact, I've never even heard of them, but thank you for the cheer. Poke Awesome did a 1,000-bit cheer. Thank you very much, Poke Awesome. Let me get you up here on the leaderboard. Here we go. 1,000 bits. The biggest cheer of the night. I appreciate that. And Timbo Slice is cheering and saying, are you and Cat part of the Costco cult craziness and people that die by Costco? No. We only go when we absolutely need to. Like, we hadn't gone no live for like 4 to 5 months because, you know, I have almost no money. But we were so out of everything. We needed all the commodities, and buying them at a local grocery store is like 5 times more expensive. So finally, I saved up enough money 1 month, and we went and we bought a ridiculous amount of shit while we were there. That's the way to do it. Save it up and then buy everything in bulk, so that way you don't need to go back for another few months. So, Survive Sweet Treat, I'm going to be honest, I saw you saying some things in the stream chat like I'm greedy or something. I don't even know what you're talking about. Like, I don't understand what you're referencing. If you'd like to have a conversation, you've been a top contributor over the past few days. I don't know why you would be upset at me, because all we've had are positive interactions, so unless you weren't talking to me, fine, but I would like to know what exactly you're upset about, because to my knowledge, we were having good interactions and everything was good. So, unless you're not talking to me, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I don't want you. I grabbed this egg. I didn't want it. Survive Sweet Trees is grinding for detractors. What the hell does that mean? I'm not. Trust me, I'm not streaming for the detractors. I don't give a fuck what they do. I don't care what they say. I'm here for the fans. I'm here for the people who are just gonna hang out and have fun, and want to see me have a good time. I'm not here for detractors, man. So you know what? I was actually gonna build the Jasper statue back at the other base, you know, my original home base, but now that I'm taking a look, I think I got enough room for it right here. Like, this is a big area right here, or maybe we could build a giant Jasper statue right here outside the gate. This is a pretty good surface area, I think, right? Let's take a look at the other, around the edges. Let's run all the way around and see if there's a better area, but I think this may actually be one of the good spots here, okay? Survive Sweet Tree says, I donated a lot. It's met with indifference. I don't know what you mean by that either. I said thank you to every single time you contributed. We had a lot of conversations based around your contributions. I've told you every night, thank you very much for all your contributions. I appreciate it very much. I'm not sure what else you're looking for. You know? If you mean that you wanted to get like something made in Minecraft in your honor, like, I get that, but the way that it works is that you have to be the top overall contributor of the night. If I just started doing things in Minecraft willy-nilly, it kind of would be unfair to those who were the top contributors and you know, qualified, you know what I mean, to get something in the game made after them. You haven't come to me and asked for anything outside of just shout-outs, so I don't know what you're getting at. If you want to be transparent and upfront and talk about it, I'm willing to talk about it tonight and we can figure it out. Obviously, I don't want anyone who's a positive influence on my streams and has done positive contributions to feel upset or like they're not getting their fair shake. So, fair enough. Let me know what's going through your head right now. Okay? Send it my way. I'm open. I'm an open doors to hear what you have to say. Timbo Slice cheered, and he said, excuse me. First of all, Richard Link cheered and said, have some bits. Great stream. Thank you very much, Richard Link. Timbo Slice cheered. He said, can we check on the stone penis tonight? I'm sure the balls need trimming. I don't know if I'm gonna have a reason to go back to the home base if we could find a good place for the Jasper statue. Like, this is a good surface area, but nah, I think it would be better on the other side next to the entrance. Let's keep looking here. Oh, Survive Sweet Treat wants a sleepover. Well, you're not getting a sleepover. That's pretty too personal. As you know, I try not to mix my personal life with my streaming life anymore. I mean, there was a time when there was very much a crossover, but I don't really do that anymore for reasons that are very valid. People fucking with me over the years and hurting me and my family because I revealed personal info or mixed personal life with my streaming stuff. It wasn't streaming back then, it was YouTube stuff. But you're not getting a sleepover. I think that's a little unrealistic. Okay? All right, Fat Mr. Bo Timmy $1 says, which god did you sell your soul to get such a string of positive streams? I have no idea. I didn't sell my soul to anybody. Now Survive Street Tree says, I want to play Double Dragon on a cabinet. I think we'd all like to play Double Dragon on a cabinet. I have. Back in the day, Double Dragon was actually one of the more popular arcade games that I played when they were side-scrolling beat-em-ups were very popular. And you might not realize this, but both Double Dragon and Ninja Gaiden had arcade versions before those games were ported to the NES. People think that the NES is like the definitive version of those games. In fact, no, those games had arcade versions first and then were ported with actually inferior versions to the Nintendo Entertainment System. The arcade versions were crazy. The graphics were, I would say, better than 16-bit. I remember both Double Dragon, like big rippled Abobo with his muscles, a big rippled dude coming up to beat you up. Or in Ninja Gaiden, there were big-ass mutants and monsters and stuff that you were fighting in that. And it was different. The Ninja Gaiden Arcade was very much a beat-em-up game. It wasn't a platformer like Ninja Gaiden is on NES. They actually changed the game on NES to be a different style of game. I would love to play Double Dragon on an arcade cabinet, just like you. That would be pretty awesome, to play the original game in its original form, how it was intended again. That would be pretty sweet, I think. I'm with you on that one. iLog asks, why do you speak with an upward inflection so often as if you're asking a question? I have no idea. I don't know what you mean by that. Certainly, I have a lot of mannerisms and ways that I say stuff, and people have called me out for them over the years, but I don't realize them because they're mannerisms that I guess have adopted over the years, whether it was just me talking by myself, you know, to people in person, or whether it was me talking with people on the internet, over YouTube, and then, of course, on Twitch, etc. But I don't really know what you're addressing because I don't pay attention to my own mannerisms and my dialect. So I don't know why I have that. It's just something that I guess I have adopted over time, and it is what it is. Survive Sweet Treat now says, can I stay for dinner? Can I buy you Chick-fil-A? No, as I've said, we don't have personal crossovers with people on the streams. I don't invite people over to my house. You know, we don't do this kind of stuff. We don't have my personal life crossover with real life. Excuse me. We don't have my personal life crossover with my streaming life is what I should have said. For security purposes and the like. That's why I don't talk a lot about stuff that I do off the stream, because it's really none of anyone's business. And so many people, sadly, have used things like that in reality to hurt me and my family that I'm not going to have that risk again, okay? Sambuca Cheers said, are you worried about your fans and detractors being psycho? No. Listen, I know that there's people out there that hate my guts and are psycho and do things to hurt me, but none of these people are going to be doing things in person. These are people who, if they could do anything anonymously over the internet or something trollish over the phone or, you know, through the mail, that's one thing. They're never going to be doing stuff in person. I think, number one, I think they're smarter than that. They know they'll go to jail if they try anything. And number two, quite frankly, a lot of them are only doing this for the anonymous pleasure of knowing that they somehow impacted someone from a distance and they didn't have to have that actual in-person interference with their life. You know what I'm saying? They get jollies out of that. So you know what? So I want to go this way now and see, because we're almost at the other entrance. This is the entrance to the cave over here. You know what I should do? I should eventually build a walkway to the cave here. That way I have an easy way for mining access. We're taking a look. Nope, this is not a good place for a statue at all. It's not flat, right? AWC Grace a sleepover. Are we in elementary school? I'm fairly certain that Survive Sweet Treat was not serious about the sleepover. I think he was joshing it, everybody. I mean, I guess this side as well. If I were to flatten this, this might be an ample surface area. But I actually think that it would look better on this side. Yeah. And I think that it would be better facing outwards, facing that way. If you look at the map, that's actually facing northward. So our Jasper statue will be our face to the north. Our face, it's actually due north. If I do it directly this way, it's facing due north. See that? I think I like that. Okay. Mr. Whiskey asks, have I ever considered switching to PC gaming because the games are cheaper? My problem is with PC gaming, my PC is not a good PC to the point where it can capture and play games while capturing and streaming at the same time. I've tried it and it came out choppy as hell. Usually indie games and little things I can do, but anything that's like a graphic intensive game, there's no way I'd be able to do it. If I had a 2 PC setup where I could use one PC to capture and stream and one PC to run the game, yes, but I don't have the money for that. You know, at one point, years and years ago, I would have, But by the time that we realized that I couldn't just do everything on one PC, it was too late, and I couldn't afford it anymore, and I haven't been able to afford it since, and that was years ago. So, yeah, it's not that I'm against PC gaming at all. In fact, I used to be a PC gamer in the 2000s. I had multiple desktop PCs in my house running Unreal Tournament on a LAN, and my friends would come over and play on LAN with me and shit, and I loved it. But it's not something that I've done in a long time. How am I going to play Stalker? I'm going to try to play it on PC. Someone gifted it to me on Steam, and I'm going to attempt to play it. If it runs like shit, it runs like shit. There's nothing I can do about it. Mr. Barbavera says you could build a platform before making the statue. You're right. What I might do, you're right. I should build a platform maybe of wood, a wooden flat on which I could build the statue. Or maybe just dirt, a dirt platform to elevate the statue a little bit. I guess that's a good idea. Maybe build like 2 stairs of dirt or something to put the statue a little bit more elevated. I think that's a good idea. Okay. I don't want to use stone because obviously I'm going to be using stone anyway. So I guess what I should do... What I could do is I could dig up all this excess dirt on this side that I don't need. And I could use all this excess dirt as a way to make the platform on that side. Of course, for that I need shovels, which I don't have. I think I only have 1. Maybe I could make some shovels. What's up, Derek? I saw you in the stream chat. I missed your message, though. My apologies. Let's see here. So, Froggin's Cheery said, now that you've been gaming with headphones for a few years, how would you compare gaming with a headset versus gaming with speakers? All right, so there's pros and cons. All right, there's definitely pros and cons. I would say the pros are that when I'm gaming with these headphones, especially since Chicken's taken off. Okay, well, see you later, chicken. You're not coming back in. Oh my god, this thing's still trying to climb the ladder. Gaming with headphones, since I bought the soundproofing kit for these headphones, and now they're closed back, it's sound isolation. And I used to have the same thing with my Turtle Beach headphones, and the same thing when I actually had the Tritons. Remember I had those Triton headphones years ago before the company went out of business? All of those were sound isolating cups. And with that, I can actually feel like hyper-focused on the game. I can barely hear anything in my ears right now besides the game. Yes, maybe very narrowly I can hear a noise here or there every once in a while, but almost nothing. There's been days when I'm in here playing, and Kat is across the hallway playing Skyrim, and with the headphones off, you can hear all the sound effects, but with the headphones on, I can't hear it at all. So I don't even know she's there. I open the door on break, like, oh, Kat's across the hallway playing games. I didn't even know that. So that's one thing that I think is definitely an asset, is when you're playing a game where you just want to be very focused on the game, you won't have a lot of atmospheric noise or intrusions when you're using headphones like this that are the closed cup style noise isolation. All right. Hold on a second here. I have a lot of dirt. Maybe I won't need any more. Maybe I won't need any more because I have a ton of dirt. So maybe I won't need to dig. Oh my god, I think I have more than enough. Oh shit, I didn't want that. I think I have more than enough. That's a lot of cubes of dirt. I think we'll be alright. Oh my god. I'm filling my entire inventory with dirt. Oh shit. Okay. That might be enough. Let's go see. Let's see if I can build a platform here, okay? So that's the first thing. The other thing I would say is some games sound completely different in headphones than they do from when you're using, say, a surround sound system. For a lot of the times when I was playing games like the sandbox games like Grand Theft Auto and the like, when they were having those dialogues when they were driving, I could barely hear them talk. And I had to rely on the subtitles to even know what the people were saying because there was so much atmospheric noise, the noise of the city around you, the noise of the vehicle driving. Of course, back in the day, I also was listening to the music playing as well in the background. So there was like 3 or 4 noises playing while these people were trying to have conversations in their cars. And so I would, a lot of the times, not be able to understand what the hell they were saying at all. When I wear these headphones, I can actually, like, isolate dialogue really well. And I think that's another cool thing. Some games also, and I have to emphasize this, some games sound really good in surround sound headphones. Some games. The reason I have to emphasize that is because some games are actually really bad, where the game itself thinks it has good surround sound, and in reality it doesn't. A perfect example of that, yesterday I was playing PUBG, and the sound sounded like the guy was here to my left, and he was to my right looking through a window shooting me. But it sounded like he was to the left in my headphones, so I turned left, and then he was to my right, which is very frustrating. So some games, if they actually have really well high-end designed audio and surround sound, headphones can be a huge asset. I would say Call of Duty in particular is a franchise that always seems to have top-notch audio and has good surround sound every year. But some games, it falls flat on its face when its surround sound is exposed to be not very good, okay? Other benefits to using headphones. Let me do a couple more shout-outs here. Shout-out to Superflash82, who resubbed for 2 months in a row, 9 total. Thank you, Superflash. And someone named Florence Remby Florence to me $25 and said, Florence. Okay, I don't know who Florence is, but I thank you very much for the $25 generous tip. Wow, contributions tonight are pretty much off the charts at this point. So we're up to $245 a tip so far tonight. Thank you, everyone. Holy crap. Some really good string of days. Thank you guys for all the support, okay? No, I did not have the headphones on backwards. These headphones, the left ear cup always has the string, the cord attached, okay? Anything else that's a positive of headphones? I'm really trying to think now. Oh, son of a bitch. I guess the only other thing that would be a positive, for me it's not a big positive, but for someone else it could be, is headphones usually have an inline microphone, see? So for me, if I'm going to play a game with online voice chat, say on oh my god, say on the PS4 I'm going to do online voice chat, it's very easy for me to just turn it on with a one button click and zoop, and I'm done. When I used to do online gameplay without a headset like this, I would have to have a separate microphone of some sort set up somewhere so that people could actually hear me. So sometimes I'd have an Xbox Live headset on, and that would cause issues with audio because sometimes I'd have to set up the audio special so it would play through the speakers, but then I'd talk through the headset. A little bit more complicated. With this, it's very easy. Everything just goes through the headset. Boom, boom, boom. You're done. Okay? You know what I should do? I should actually look to see how big this statue is before I just start willy-nilly start tossing down blocks, huh? Let me see here. So if I'm seeing this correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It looks like it's 11 blocks long. Is that correct, Mr. Papavero? And then it looks like it's 1, 2, 3, about 5 to 6 blocks wide. So 11 blocks long and 6 blocks wide. In which case, I may have already gotten the platform big enough, but maybe I want to move it. I think this is correct. All right, I got to go sleep again. What's my headset model? It's the Astro A40s. The latest model, or at least the latest model as of 2 years ago when I bought them in 2017. I don't know if they have a new model out now or whatever. So anyway, so those are some of the positives of headphones. Negatives of headphones, okay? Here we go. You guys ready? Number 1, my ears tend to heat up and itch during the summer. And a lot of the times I get issues where the inside of my ear is very itchy. I sometimes can even get wax buildup because you're creating humidity cupped inside of your ear, and it's very annoying in that regard, okay? That's just one thing. The headphones tend to get greasy and or dirty because they're constantly leaning against your head. So because of that, I have to clean them at least once a day. I have to wipe them down because they've got, you know, just natural oils and grease from my body all over them. Headphones tend to need to go somewhere. You know, they have to either be here on the couch, on the floor. They get dusty. They get dirty. You have to make sure that you put them somewhere so they don't get knocked over. I have a cat now. My cat tends to come into the office. Sometimes he likes to chew on wires. So it's another concern there. All right. Like I said, I guess what's a positive could also be a negative. So one of the positives I mentioned was, I could barely hear anything when I got the headphones on. I could be hyper isolated on the game. The negative is if something happens in my house, a lot of the times I can't hear it unless I actually feel like the floor shake. I don't know anything's going on in my house. So something could happen. Something could come crashing down. When I was swatted in 2015, I did not hear the police outside. The police were on giant bullhorns saying, "Attention resident inside this home, come out with your hands up. you know, blah, blah. I couldn't hear them. The game sounds and the noise isolation headphones, I couldn't hear them. So they were out there a good 5 minutes on their bullhorn. And then when I finally went outside, they said, so let me get this straight. You couldn't hear us, right? I was like, yeah. And they was like, you had noise isolation headphones on, didn't you? And I said, yeah. And the cop was like, he didn't say real talk, but he was like, seriously, good thing you called us ahead of time, because if you hadn't told us that you were a full-time, you know, YouTuber and or streamer who had headphones on and stuff, we might have thought that you were ignoring us and something seriously bad was going on, and we might have kicked your door down and broke the door down. So because they knew I was a content creator / streamer, they gave me the benefit of the doubt and gave me extra time to try to hear what they were saying outside, to go outside, because they would have just kicked the fucking door right in and wrecked my whole house. So thank God I called them ahead of time to warn them about that. Oh, we got another troll. Another idiot. Oops, I forgot to type the /. There we go. Let me, I guess what we need to do now, we need to go followers only for even longer. So I apologize, guys. We're going to do followers only mode for a day. And I promise you that once things calm down, I will turn that off. But I have to go followers only mode for a day for people to chat, because now we have trolls coming in spamming with accounts that have only been created like a few hours ago. So I'm sorry about that, okay? Okay. If a mod shows up to help tonight, I could turn off followers only mode altogether. But right now I'm flying solo, so. Okay. Alright, continuing on. One of the major negatives of headphones is, let me see if I can show you. This, can you see? Can't see it. What if I put my head sideways? You look at this. Can you see it? So this is actually a symptom now of people who wear headphones all the time. Now, I never knew this, but radio broadcasters and people who wear headphones, like actual commentators, sports commentators, people who are always wearing headsets, talk about this all the time. They actually call this headphone hair. And what it is, in the middle of your head, you get a band of hair that is flat, and the hair won't stick up. Even now when I wash my hair, that one band of hair is flat completely, and I have to like take a hairbrush and brush it a bunch to even try to get it to be natural again, because it's so used to having this on your hair. You know, it sucks. And I could tell you right now, that long term in my life, more than likely, I will always have like that problem until I stop wearing headphones. Or if they invent headphones that go like behind the head or something instead, that are the quality of these, then maybe. But I'm probably gonna have fucked up hair like for the rest of my life now, because I've now been wearing headphones since 2013. So that's what, 6 straight years, and I'm no signs of stopping. So as long as I'm wearing headphones, as long as I do all day, every day, I don't think my hair is going to grow back to the way it ever was. It's always going to be screwed up in the middle. And that sucks, right? But it's life. That's just one of those things you have to put up with when you're a full-time content creator wearing headphones all day. You get that as a problem. I'm trying to think, like, oh, wait, how many blocks is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 12. And I think the statue is going to be 11. So if I do 15, okay. And then I said it was 5 wide. So if I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That means there could be 2 on each side. See? 2 blocks on each side. I think this will be a good podium for the statue. Yomi resubscribed for 26 months. Thank you for 26 months of support, Yomi. That is very much appreciated. And Arc Light just tipped me $10. I said, "Sup, man? I've been busy with work. How you been?" Things have been good, Arc Light. And this is actually kind of funny. This week, I actually thought that this week was going to be a bad week, and here's why. Number one, financially, things have been absolutely horrible for me. I was overdrawn on my bank account by a ton of money. And I didn't think that I was going to be able to really do anything to help it. I thought I was going to be stuck yet again in the same situation I've been in for months where I was going to have to wait to get paid by Twitch, which, by the way, hopefully I get paid tomorrow. That would be really good if I do, but I might not get paid till the 15th or later. We'll see. But anyway, you know, I thought I was going to be completely overdrawn on my account for another week, the whole week. I thought that I was going to have finances in the back of my head screwing with me constantly. And the thing that was a bummer about this was this week, there were no new releases. Zero. Not a single new game released this week. Okay? So looking at the schedule, I was like, oh my God, like, what am I going to do for this whole week? Because people are clamoring for new games, but there's no way I could buy a new game because of the situation I'm in. So I decided that this week I was going to do a bunch of retro stuff, including Genesis Mini, Mega Man The Wily Wars. In addition to Genesis Mini, I was going to do Super NES stuff. And then someone gifted me Untitled Goose Game, so I ended up doing that for a major stream. And then I decided I was going to go back to PUBG. So you see, I was doing stuff that didn't cost anything. And I was really afraid, being very honest with all of you, that it wasn't going to work and that people were going to be upset. My viewership was going to be terrible. People were going to be complaining and leaving in droves saying, I'll come back when Phil plays a new game. That is actually the complete and polar opposite of what happened this week. People basically have come out to support me no matter what I'm playing. They enjoyed everything I did this week, whether it was the Terminator in Mortal Kombat 11 or whether I was playing Retro Street Fighter on Friday night, whether I was playing a throwback game or a new game like Untitled Goose Game. It didn't seem to matter what I played. People were just happy to come hang out. And that's awesome. That's what I want. I want this feeling of community, that when we're here on my streams, that we're just having fun no matter what happens. And I don't have to worry about, gee, today, am I playing a game that's not going to bring in the viewers, and now no one's going to care, and now next thing you know, I'm screwed over because I don't have a new game coming out for 2 weeks. I'll be honest with all of you. That's exactly how it used to be on YouTube. When I used to do content for YouTube, if there was no hot new release for several weeks, I would feel nervous as shit that I didn't know what was going to happen, because at any moment, my audience was very, very fickle on YouTube. If it wasn't a hot, high-profile new release or it wasn't a fighting game, they wouldn't come out to watch. And so I'd try to play a game that maybe was a genre of game like a JRPG or something that's not an indie game, right? And I'd try to do a playthrough, and I would get constant complaints. This isn't fun. This isn't interesting. You should only be playing the hot new games. What's your problem? Quite frankly, this seems awesome to me. This has been a very good week, because not only, just being honest and upfront, contributions this week have been great. I cannot say a single complaint. Contributions in every way, shape, or form. Cheering, subbing, everything has been great. I cannot complain at all. I'm very pleased with all of that, okay? But that being said, it's not just about that. Like, people came out and were entertained and interacted with me no matter what game I was playing. Today, I played SNES stuff. The other day, I played all Genesis Mini. The other day, I played Mega Man The Wily Wars for a whole stream, and people came out and were entertained. The Street Fighter throwback stream on Friday night was amazing. I couldn't believe so many people were coming out and hanging out with me and enjoying the stream. And I'll be honest, I think because so many people were here enjoying the stream, I did better in the game. Like, I got frustrated way less than usual, and I just had more fun with the game than I usually do, and it ended up being a much more entertaining stream because of it. So, in reality, I would say this last week has actually been one of the more positive. It could have been one of the worst and most negative weeks in a long time, and because of you guys, it was actually ended up being one of the most positive weeks that I've had in a long time, and I want to say thank you for that. I really do. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for allowing me to have a really fun week that could have been terrible, but instead ended up being really sweet with everything that I did. So thank you for that, guys. What was my most successful year doing this? 2012. 2011 was really good, but 2011 was kind of when this whole thing was just starting. 2012 was the year when the money was the best, and I was able to go to E3. Like, ad revenue was just pouring like a river. It was insane. 2012 was out of control when it came to content creation on YouTube. It was just like money pouring out the ass. And then it was like big dip, big dip, big dip, big dip. It just kept going down, down, down ever since then. Okay. Let's see. We got some shout outs here. I got a $2 tip for someone named Bell. saying, hey, Tanner, I've been watching your streams for a while. I finally decided to tip because I think you deserve it. Well, thank you very much, Belle. My name's not Tanner. My name's Phil. I don't know why you think my name is Tanner. I don't know if you're trying to start a new meme. But, thank you for the contribution. We now have our pedestal, by the way. And now we're going to build our statue on this pedestal. So thank you for the $2 tip. Someone named Anonymous just tipped me $5. And he said, you know on Twitch you can go sub-only mode. Not just in chat, but the video feed itself can be restricted to subs only. What do you think your detractors would do if you enabled that? I can wholeheartedly tell you I know that some of the detractors are sub. I'm well aware of it. And the thing is, for the people who steal my content to make their own illegal restreams, they would sub to see it. You know what I mean? All it would take is that one guy to sub, and he could just illegally restream, and it wouldn't matter if I put it on sub-only mode or not. But that's ridiculous. I wouldn't ever want to do a sub-only stream like that. I want everyone to be able to watch my content for free. That's how it's always been. I've never hid my streams or my content behind paywalls or behind subscription services, and I don't want to do that. So, all right, so that's another $7 in tips. Holy crap! Thank you, everybody. We're up to 262. All right, hold on one second here. I'm just